Youngest in the Yacht Club. I am Vince Serrano. Man, we got a special guest today. We've got a content creator, we've got a mother, and we've
Ooh.
also we've also got a podcast host. We have Jazz from Y Hip Hop.
Yes,
What's
thank you.
up?
Hey, Vince, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks
That's
for coming on the
good.
show.
No problem. I actually love you. So there's that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Definitely,
No
definitely.
problem.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
we always start off Youngest in the Yacht Club with the one question:
Okay.
Who is Jazz?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, you could kind of brace me for stuff like that.
yeah,
Who is Jazz? So, like you said, I'm a mother
mm,
first, right? A lot of my why come from being a mother.
right.
I grew up in foster care, and
Wow,
I was like, dang, like my people don't care about me.
damn.
So I wanted to make that different for my kids, right? And
Yeah,
as I grew older, I realized that that was not the case. It's not that my mom didn't care, my dad didn't care. They couldn't. We're in
mm,
a world that there's so much around you um, that, it's hard.
yeah, yeah,
So now that I'm older, I realize that my parents this was their first time going through life. They're learning things.
for sure.
And the best thing that I could do moving forward is be better for my children. And hopefully my child will be better for his child, right? So Jazz is a mother first,
Yeah,
and then I'm a hustler. I'm a mother hustler.
a mother hustler.
Because I realized that no one's coming to save me,
Yeah,
right? At an early age. And it was going to take, I realized, let me back up. I was fortunate enough when I was in school to be like in I'll call them the white classes, but like the AP classes where I was
right.
maybe like the only black girl in there.
Oh,
And I think that shaped a lot of my ideology that I
mm,
have today. I remember one time I asked this guy, Robbie, I was in like 11th grade. I was like, Robbie, what are you going to be when you grow up? And he was like, I'm probably going to be the mayor or senator of some city. And the way he said it, all nonchalant, like that was the plan, or whatever he did, he would land on his feet because that was just what they do.
right.
And I remember telling myself, 11th grade, like you pick what you do. You're about to turn 17 in a few months. When you turn 18, you age out of foster care. They put you on your butt. I was pregnant and
Mm,
17 in high school. Literally had to still go to school at 17, pregnant, well, when I turned 18, I was still pregnant, so I still had to go to high school, but I was on my own,
right.
and I just said, out of all the things that you've been dealt, basically, right, is your job to make it different. When you turn 18, you are in control of how this looks for you. And if
Yeah,
you don't want to live a certain way, you don't have to. So from that point, when Robbie said, like, maybe a mayor, maybe a senator, I just started dreaming a little bit bigger.
yeah.
And then I realized that I like journalism, right? So I started journalism at the age of like 16.
Wow.
I was at a group home and I got Tom G. Tom G gave me my break in the industry.
Damn.
He came and spoke to the kids at my group home about the risk of running away and like, just as you're growing older, some of the things to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the Florida Sentinel. I also, what is it, Bay News 9, or it's
Yeah, Bay News Line. Yeah,
Bay News 9, but there's also another St. Pete Times or something over
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Tampa Bay Times or something. There was a lady named Jody Tillman. So I just had a lot of journalists in my beginning phases at 16,
yeah.
going into 17, being pregnant, 18, realizing I'm on my own, and then resorting back to like, hey, lean into what you're good at. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, if I guess to sum it all up, who is Jazz? Jazz is a mom first, and then a journalist second.
Man, that's fire. That's awesome.
Thank
You know
you.
what's crazy is that you kind of like broke it down because I said podcast host, but it is a form of journalism,
Absolutely.
right? Could you explain why you say you're a journalist?
Why I say I'm a journalist is because first and foremost, I'm like interested in what I am actually conveying,
Mm.
right? So most of the time, I think a lot of people, and I even got stuck in this rodeo where you basically are just doing things to do them.
Yeah.
Um, when Y Hip Hop started off, especially doing interviews, I was just doing anybody who would pay me.
Mm.
And then you lose the sight, you lose the plot of what's going on. and you're not as much of a journalist as you are as like a receipt collector. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
as a publicist almost.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So the reason I say I'm a journalist is because at this stage in my life, I realize that not only am I really interested in the stories that I am telling, but the people that come behind them, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just the willy nilly anymore. It's actual stories to be told.
Right.
So that would be the first reason, and then the second reason is because that's really the name of being nosy, right?
Journalism.
Yeah, I'm nosy as hell.
You just nosy as hell.
Nosy.
So this is I want to kind of go like kind of jump ahead a little bit, and then we'll go
Okay.
back a little. Being a journalist on your platform,
Okay.
right? Why hip hop, right?
Mhm.
What is the premise of why hip hop and why hip hop?
Yo, the word that you just used, premise,
Yeah.
is the name of the alcohol that just sponsored Why Hip Hop. The
They-
first alcohol company to sponsor Why Hip Hop is called Premise, right?
That's 5. Yeah.
So when you say what's the premise, one day I was homeless, okay?
Okay.
And I was like, I have to start something that would go with me, whether I'm good or bad, that I can do whether I'm up or down, right? So again, I did start off as a junior publicist. When I was 19, I met this lady named Laura Mason. I love her to death. She was a publicist for Rick Ross, Flow Rider, DJ Khaled. So it was definitely action-packed, to say the least, my experience during that time. But I met a lot of people through her that not only encouraged me into the direction of what I'm doing with Why Hip Hop. Russo, he told me one day, he was like, you know, just with your personality, you're really enthusiastic, and I think you should do this stuff with doing interviews and stuff. Because at a certain point, what's his name? Well, it was a lot going on. I was just around a lot of people that were like up in the industry, and I didn't really have anything to do besides that junior publicist role, right? But they were like, look, you got something else. So in South Florida, Miami, it was really popping at that time, doing interviews, showing up, getting coverage of events.
Right.
So I kind of just took a little bit of that recipe and brought it to Tampa. And at the time, since nobody was really doing it, a lot of people started to reach out to me. I started to become that person. And as it blossomed, I realized not only the influence that you could have, because again, sometimes the influence can be good, but sometimes the influence can be bad,
For
right?
sure.
Again, like a few things happened that really like brushed me the wrong way, and then you get the refined version of Why Hip Hop, right? So it's like not one answer on what the premise really is, but especially to this day, right?
Right.
But I'll say my initial reason for starting it, I was homeless. I had been doing junior publicist stuff, and I just knew that there was a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
like than what I was doing.
So I got to ask you your question that you ask everybody else. Why hip hop? Right?
Right? Nobody really asked me that. Huh?
Yeah.
So, for me, I feel like why hip hop is not why hip hop, but I feel like hip hop is not just like a word, not just a music genre. It's a culture.
For sure.
It extends as far as to clothes, dance, of course, song, of course, slang, the way people wear their hair. It just has so much culture, you know. My favorite movie is Brown Sugar,
Okay.
and it has Sanaa Lathan and Taye Diggs in it. And in the beginning of that movie, they were sitting on a stump asking, I think it was like Biz Markie, like big people that were a part of the hip hop revolution, asking them when they first fell in love with hip hop. And I just remember when they were giving the answers, like how you know how when someone explains something to you, how they really go deep into it, and they're like, you could tell that this is not just like just talking. They feeling it. So I was like, I wanna start to convey that message in this day and age. So yeah, and then I was talking to Miko White. He's a popular videographer in the Tampa area.
Yeah, I know Miko. Yeah.
I love Miko, and I was like, I want to create this show, and I just want to ask people why they chose hip hop. Like, why hip hop? You know? He was like, well, call it Why Hip Hop.
That's fine.
And I was like, okay. So
Yeah.
after that's the rest has been history, right?
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I gotta ask you, right?
Okay.
Because Youngest in the Yacht Club, we have a diverse group of people, but it does move into the hip hop culture, right? A lot of it is hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of it, kind of you could say we got the name kind of from like the Young Money, right?
Okay.
Right? Because Young Money basically meant it was like Cash Money, but Young Money was like the new group, right?
Okay.
We created Youngest in the Yacht Club because we were the new ones. We were
Okay.
different. We looked different than the regular people who were in the Yacht
Got
Club.
you. That
feel
makes
me?
sense. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that was actually something that actually happened in real life. We just brought it to the forefront.
Nice.
The thing that I'm noticing though is that in the hip hop culture, it can get a little messy,
Oh yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
part of the culture too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we think about it like battle rap, battle beef. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
You
part
don't
of.
want to hear my thoughts on where that started. I think P. Diddy's responsible for everything.
Yeah.
I think when you had the Tupac and Biggie war,
Yeah.
that did divert the projection of the culture because I think it just made everybody want to be so hard and so tough and stand on theirs.
Yeah.
And the whole time you don't know, like, there's a puppet really pulling these strings, so you're out here doing so much for these people and it's not really doing anything but helping their side, right?
Right.
And I think that's what I wish to get into with my series with Why Hip Hop, because I think a lot of people think it is that messy
Right.
battle rap, and it's not. It is culture. It is the way it's the way you're wearing your hair, your hat backwards.
Yeah, and my hair probably.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people want to say, "Oh, black people don't have culture. We don't have this, y'all don't have this, this, this." We have hip hop. And trust me, if you look anywhere in the world, there's somebody trying to replicate it. You got a Magic City in Japan right now. They got K-pop and R&B over there.
Yeah.
If you go to England, I'm pretty sure it's something that ain't supposed to be going on. Going
drill,
on over there.
Yeah, UK
like,
drill.
stuff that's
Yeah.
really not y'all's, that y'all will strip from us and then say that we don't have it because now you do. And I think
Right.
that is really my goal, to show them that our culture, like, y'all call it hip hop, but it's really just African American. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's
culture.
African American culture
Yeah.
wrapped up in a bubble and then packaged to sell out to you because you can't really take what it looks like for real.
Right.
You rappers delight. A lot of songs, a lot of the things that people rap, a lot of the lyrics, I can't even get over this. Like, you'll hear people that are of different cultures rapping things that you know for a fact they would never do or it doesn't pertain to them, and you're allowed to feel free because we packaged it nicely for you. But if you really met a person that does those things or are like those things, you wouldn't be able to handle it. You would really literally demonize us,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my goal is to really kind of bring the future of hip hop up to par with who it really stems from, if that makes sense.
For sure. So my and again, like we're doing this a little backwards because I want people to know who you are first.
Absolutely.
And then we can get to your backstory, right?
Yes, sir.
And we kind of went into your backstory where you were at. But like, so with some of your guests, you've gotten into like this, like, you ask these tough questions, obviously in the form of journalism, but
Yeah.
they're definitely like part of the culture, like. And I've been there to actually
Yeah.
produce some of them, right?
Yeah.
So like Baddies, for instance,
Absolutely.
like that's what I'm talking about.
Baddies
Like,
ain't hip hop now.
it ain't hip hop.
It's not.
I would say Baddies is hip hop.
No, it's not.
Why not?
The baddies do hip hop.
Right, but you don't think that
Hell
culture?
no. Don't
Okay.
try to be playing.
Nah,
That's what
nah.
and people want to do that, They
Right.
want to lump one thing in.
But you don't think
It's almost like saying Ramadan is wearing your
the kufi,
is it? It's just not. They're two separate things.
right?
And you have to learn to respect those lines in everybody's culture. I think we get disrespected the most. There are plenty of women that act like nothing like what Baddies has going on.
Absolutely.
And matter of fact, there are plenty of other ethnicities that act just like that.
Yeah, worse than that.
You get what I'm saying?
sure.
And it's not televised
Real
and
world
packaged.
was on the same kind of.
You
It got
know,
messy. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they take that off of Airstreams real quick, at least for 20 years at a time, to make sure that their culture is not you know, displaying that back inside of the economy because
Right.
it's not conducive to what makes sense for kind of moving forward, right? So I do want to point that baddies, you know, shout out to the baddies, right? I
Right.
think those are women that find their lane and they stick to it. I gotta chill. God is telling me to shut up. He said,
Right?
girl,
Because
stop lying.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
Look.
like, yo, I'm trying to figure out,
I
like,
must say I appreciate that lane, but that's not hip hop and that's not black culture.
so
That
then
is
why,
just some ratchet motherfuckers doing their thing.
so why have them on Why Hip Hop?
Well, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
another thing is, I think a lot of people think that because a person went through one journey in their life, that that's all that they are. Kat Washington, she used to date Drake for starters.
Okay.
So that's why she's hip hop, right? All of that video vixen 90s stuff, the King magazines, the Source, all of those prison magazines taking the pictures, those are some of the
Smooth.
women's that really like pioneered the way that we view ourselves today. All of that taking a picture from the back, showing how big my butt is, how curvaceous my Cat is a pioneer for some of those things.
Right.
And I would be like, if I saw Pinky today, the
Say-
porn star, I
right.
would be like, what's up, my bitch?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of those people that will down you because you are a part of something that may not be conducive. And I also think, I was talking to myself the other day, right? I was really talking to God. And I was like, God, I'm so scared to go out here because it's so many demons. And I'm afraid that you won't be there. And he was like, I'm everywhere. You will find people like you. You will find people that love me. And those are the people that you flock to. When you see a demonic soul, you leave and go to the left and you leave them where they are, pray for them and keep it moving. But don't be scared to go out into this world because I am everywhere in it.
Right.
So long story short, I say that to say that Kat is one of those people. She's a light when she walks into the room. So thank God she's not nobody that was going to come in here and snatch my wig, right?
Yo, legit. No, it's solid.
Yeah.
So I guess the reason why I say it is I ask because I do look, and maybe I have a weird view of shit, right?
Of course. Tell me though.
You know, like I grew up on hip hop too.
Okay.
You know, so it's like
What is your ethnicity, Vince, if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
Dominican.
Okay.
I'm actually Dominican and Puerto Rican. But when I went to Puerto Rico and I moved to Puerto Rico, the Puerto Ricans told me I wasn't Puerto Rican because I wasn't born there.
Wow.
Which is actually factual because if you're not born, I can't say I'm German if I'm not born in Germany, right? Right?
I mean, I wish that was, but they call us African American, and I was born in Savannah, Georgia.
So you're not African American.
What
you're
am I?
American, but you
They
have
gotta have
African
a word
descent.
to call me.
Right? Well, you see. This is the thing, right? They don't say
Yeah.
German Americans. They don't say black Germans.
What do they say?
Germans.
Ooh, you are right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't say
You are
black
right.
Japanese. You're American.
You're absolutely right.
Technically, I'm American of Puerto Rican and Dominican descent.
Okay,
You
got
feel me?
you. Yes,
so
sir.
that I feel like we get put in a like,
In a box.
and then when we go to different countries, we not Latin enough for them or African enough for them. We're not, you know what I'm saying, white enough for the people here.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different.
Yeah.
So hip hop, I was always different from somebody. So hip hop
Yeah.
gave me that that feeling to be different and be okay.
Yeah.
Non-traditional.
Yeah.
And express myself the way I want to. So
Yeah.
that's what I say hip hop is. Coming up, yeah, I did idolize the those rappers. I did idolize the Rosses, the Jeezys.
Yeah.
I idolized the messages that they gave us because that's
Yeah.
what I thought was also hip hop, right?
Yeah.
It was Get Rich or Die Trying, you know what I'm saying, the 50 Cents. It was even like, you know, even with the newer cats, you know what I'm saying, like seeing other people break in, like Post Malones or like Bad Bunnies coming in and the Weekends and Drake's influencing the world with their stories.
Absolutely.
Right? So that to me was all part of hip hop. And that was like creating, making a difference using your story. Right?
Yeah.
Now at the beginning, my story was sell this dope as much as I can to get
Right.
rich because nothing else worked.
And that's what's out there too at the time.
Right.
To say the least.
And I honestly believe that I didn't deserve anything else. Everything that I tried to do just didn't work. I ended up homeless. I ended up, getting kicked out of college. I ended up not being able to make it into the league.
Yeah.
So I turned to what I knew, right?
Right.
Or what I thought I knew.
Or to make some money and
or to-
quick.
Right. Legit, right?
Because you be like, whoo.
You be desperate,
Yeah.
right? So, and then I realized that was all kind of an excuse, right? Because it takes the same amount of energy.
To do, yeah.
So when I do see shit like Baddies, or I do see shit like the Ray J's, you know what I'm saying? I do see shit like, the shit that like the Making the Bands and shit like that. I do see beauty in the struggle.
I do too.
Right?
I do too.
So that's why I do say it's hip hop, and the fact that like, yo, this is my time.
Yeah.
If you fuck with me, I'm gonna do anything to get you out of here, because you're not gonna make me feel disrespected, look stupid, or embarrassed without me. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we could get rid of that one. I wish we could get rid of that notion, because that's a big thing in this industry. It's like nobody want to be embarrassed.
I don't think it's just in the industry though. I think it's in our culture.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
And this is why I say the industry, because the industry shapes so much of our culture.
For sure.
Unfortunately, like we are literally, they're pumping the lyrics into our heads daily. So yeah,
it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of trauma too, right? It do, because we don't realize that what we're ingesting is like literally shaping us.
Until you hear the voices though. And that's why I have Why Hip Hop, because when you realize that the people behind the music and all that good stuff, we got regular lives. They got regular lives. People, like, it does motivate you. Like, ain't nothing perfect for nobody. I don't care what anybody says. You done failed more times than you succeeded, and you're going to have to in order to get this shit running, because it's no other way, bro. You can't cheat the system.
That's life, right? Yo, when we come back for the next segment, I want to dive in to this, because I feel like, number one, I feel like I'm learning.
Absolutely.
From you, right? I feel like you may be learning from
I was
me
about
as
to
well.
say, I'm learning from you.
Right? Because I do think the conversation needs to be had, and this is why I asked you to come on, because, other people do see your platform, and you have a voice, and I feel like, as journalists, because I'm a journalist too, right?
Absolutely. Look, what makes you a journalist?
Right. Well, you want to know what makes asking the tough questions to get people to tell their story.
Absolutely.
And
that's a good answer, though.
I mean, but that's really what it is, right?
Really
you gotta be nosy a little bit, and then like kind of like not avoid the elephant in the room, right? Because when I do see it, I want to know, like, hey, so is this real life, or is
That's
this
my thrill?
right?
I love an elephant.
Right? Yeah.
The elephant in the room is my shit.
You got to point. Yeah. Hey, what's this doing?
Yeah.
Right? Why is this
like
here?
everybody gonna see her? Yeah. They don't see this.
Well, let me ask you, what's this doing? Right?
So yeah, but I get what you're saying though, because there's a way to do it too, and that's where journalism comes in.
And that's where I want to talk about a little bit. So when we come back for the next segment, we're gonna do that. I want to know, number one, so why you do it, right? Who are specialized guests that are on there? Like, like, do you ever have different diverse people on there? Like, and then what's next for Why Hip Hop?
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
We're back on Youngest in the Yacht Club with Jazz from Why Hip Hop.
Yes, sir.
We were talking off camera just now about like we do the same job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a journalist, I'm a journalist. You have a platform, I have a platform. We interview guests. That's what we do. It's dope. We're passionate about it.
I know, right?
We'll do it for free.
Come
right?
on now.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's literally what we do. We make the investments.
I have been.
Right?
Yes.
But we talk like, so Youngest in the Yacht Club, right? When I thought about it, people ask me like, yo, who do you have on Youngest in the Yacht Club? And I'm like, industry leaders, right? That tell the story.
Wow, Vince.
Right. So industry leaders who tell their story as an inspiration for other people.
Right.
In their industry.
Okay, then.
So we started getting business people. I was big in business. I had sold my company. We built it from the ground up. We were in 5 different states. So it was something for me to say.
Ooh.
And I know you're a businesswoman too, right?
Yes, I'm getting into it. You're
Yeah.
teaching me a lot more
Yeah.
than I probably knew before.
Well,
But
I mean, but not just that. The idea of investing into your
Absolutely.
business and using income from a high income earning opportunity, right?
Yes.
I think you do insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
I do.
Yeah.
I do
So
health insurance, guys.
so you help people, and in
Yeah.
return you get money, right?
Mhm.
But then, like, you invest that money into your platform.
Yes.
Okay, into your family and then into your platform,
Absolutely.
because we all got to pay bills,
I know, right?
right? But we think that we have a so-called viewer, a perfect viewer, right? And so when I started Youngest in the Yacht Club, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get young business entrepreneurs, blah 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 blah, right?
Got you.
My and you have this like stereotypical viewer,
Yeah.
right? But then interviews come,
I know, right?
right? And it's not that, but they're still in their industry and they're still leaders in their industry,
Absolutely.
and they still got a story to tell.
Absolutely.
And then you're like, damn, like,
Gotta pivot.
I got to pivot, and how do I make this
Makes sense.
for my platform, right? Because I don't,
Absolutely.
and I've had people who maybe weren't industry leaders that I had to make them look like industry leaders,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like pulling teeth trying to get
Look,
them to
that's
promote,
journalism.
right? But my question to you is like, so my most watched interviews, I guess, were Canary Yellow.
I know, I love her.
Yo,
Her toe
right?
precious.
Right? She's youngest
so
in the Yacht Club for
precious.
real, because she literally is
Yes.
the youngest.
Absolutely.
She was the shortest interview, right?
Really?
She was the shortest. I'm not talking about stature. I'm talking about
I
like
thought you were talking
8
about
minutes.
height, but
No, yeah, 8 minutes, right?
goodness gracious.
She is a young industry leader because
Yeah.
she's killing it in the game right now. But what I wanted to say was the next one was, and she's hip hop, right? She does hip hop. The next one was Jit Red and Charles
Okay.
for the beef that they had,
Yes.
right? And then the next one after that was Bay Flogo, the rapper.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get more like the guys that I thought, the viewers that I thought were my viewers, which I thought were business people, industry people.
Right.
It ain't that.
Right.
I got fighters on here. I got
Right.
all types of stuff. So people like
Absolutely.
Youngest in the Yacht Club, but when they come in, it feels hip hop-ish, right?
Yeah.
It don't feel like super luxury, right?
But you know the craziest thing about that, and this is the fun of all of that. Like you said, in the storytelling of it all, you really realize who you're talking to.
Right.
You be like, dang, I didn't even know that. And now it just opens up. And we were talking about that earlier when I was talking about Jen, how I think you're this, and then it turns out you're all of that. And I was just crazy about this, you know? So
Right.
a lot of the times I had to learn that who I think is impressive does not matter.
Big facts.
You know, if they think they are impressive,
They are.
they are. And you let people. I was even listening to something because I like to listen to little mantras and things that basically promote good mental health. Right? It's very, very easy to have your mental health kind of deteriorate after not having the desired results. Until you realize that you haven't really been putting forth the effort in the right situation, right?
Right.
So one of the biggest things is to compliment other people or ask people about themselves. And that was one of the things that's like in that thing that I repeat. Like it repeats every morning. Like I just keep it on repeat while I'm getting ready, right? And the thing about that I've been realizing is people love talking about themselves.
Amen to that.
And in doing that, you are giving them a platform, a pedestal for themselves to. I can't even get words out, man. People love this shit. Like
Yeah.
they love this shit.
Legit.
They love what they do.
Yeah.
And giving them a platform to say that out loud, I love that. Like
Yeah.
I just love that. I fell in love with it. I was discouraged for like the last 2 years. I haven't put out a lot.
Yeah.
Because I had that stuff with Lil Baby go on.
Yeah. What was that about?
Child, Lil Baby and his camp beat my ass and stole my camera.
What?
Yes. And it made me really anxious. Like to this day, I got a little bit of PTSD about that. Like
they put hands on you?
hands and feet. Like
Why?
Like they didn't get all the way into the fight. Cause I was like, let me release this shit. Like I can't let y'all whip my ass over this. But they had like my hair, like they was on my ass, dudes.
But for what? What happened though?
To make a long story short, we were at a club and it looked like people was about to start shooting. And I got in this group, like basically the group that I ended up with was Lil Baby and his group to get behind the cars. And I had already been there, like recording and everything. Yeah. So he knew I was there. He knew what I was doing. But I guess because I was still recording at that time, I was so shook, Vince. I was like, God damn, they're going to shoot. They're going to shoot this nigga. Yeah. He right next to me. Yeah. I was so scared. And then there was like this loud sound to the right. And everybody looked over there, but my camera did not move. Like, I was so frozen. Damn. And when he turned, he seen my camera, and he was like, why you still recording? And I thought he was kind of playing, because everybody started laughing, because he was really back there telling some great-ass jokes. Right. So I thought he was kind of playing. Everybody was laughing. And he was like, so I got up to go, because, you know, he put my camera down. Then I picked it up again, and he put it down again. So I was like, oh, that's my sign to go. Yeah. So when I got up to leave, he was like, you can leave, but your camera got to stay. And I guess just the Tampa in me did not understand. Yeah, you was like, what? And we were like tug of war. I went to take my camera, and we were like, really? He was like trying to yank it out of my hand. I wasn't letting that bitch go. This is $700 camera, bitch. This all I got. You can buy a lot of these. You tripping. Yeah, like damn. So, yeah, when they saw that me and him were in a tussle, they basically like thought that I was attacking him, I guess. They were out there trying to protect him, I guess. Child. But yeah, he was like, bitch, you ain't getting this camera back. I'll pay you. He never paid me. But long story short. So that discouraged me because I tried to work with them a little bit after that. And it just didn't, it was just, yeah. It didn't matriculate into what you thought it might. It should. You took some of what is my livelihood. Yeah. And you low-key damaged me mentally. Yeah. I'm talking about every time, like, you don't want to see me in a room full of people. Like, I'm like, like, I don't like a lot of people around me. Because you've been through a traumatic situation, right? Yeah, I don't like a lot of people around me. I don't know what you're going to do. Big crowds and all that shit. We can kiss that goodbye. They can kiss my ass. Like, y'all don't see me at a lot of events. I ain't trying to figure out what could come about. Like, I was just enjoying my night that night. And now all of a sudden I'm in a tussle with Lil Baby. Child, please. So long story short, that discouraged me. And then another thing is, right, so because I did try to work with them and stuff like that, and it didn't go as well, and they were a little bit like shysty with it, you know how it is like when you think you got like an idol or like you're doing something to get to a certain level. At that time I'm doing hip hop, your level is to get to people like P. Mm-hmm. It's to get to people like Lil Baby. It's to get to people that's big. And then you meet them, and it's nothing. And they actually even more aggravating than you are. So fuck them. I'm gonna get this shit on my own. Right. The fuck. Right. Y'all is weird. Yeah. Lying, manipulative. Y'all don't gotta do all that shit. I don't got time for that. Yeah. Realize your idols ain't really your idols. You ain't really fucking with them. Like, yo, I would never. If I have to be like you to get to there, I don't want it. And that set me down for like 2 years, Vince. Yeah. So now this year I'm like, hey, Jazz, you've made like $80,000 this year on your job. If you knew how to really allocate funds, that would make sense for why hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep my bills low. I'm not one of those people that's like spendy and flashy. Yeah. I try to do as much as I can fiscally responsibly, right? Right. But other than that, like just... I was so discouraged that there was like it makes you want to take another turn because you realize that shit happened with me in hip hop. Yeah, that shit happened. Well, you know, I do music, right? Yeah. So I'm doing music. I'm recording. I'm learning how to record. I'm starting to get a little bit of groove, moving up. I go to prison, come out, start getting back up. Yeah. And then I moved to New York, right, for a job. I'm so scared to do that. Right. So I moved up there for a job. Yeah. I start making a lot more money. And so I'm starting to do hip-hop again. I get in with a bunch of hip-hop people. They start hearing my music, da-da-da. Turns out these motherfuckers, the whole industry is like game-related. Yikes. The whole industry is like game-related. Nobody got time for that. And I'm not affiliated. Like, I got
friends on all angles, Kings, Bloods, Crips. You know what I'm saying?
And not trying to get into that
Nah,
shit.
I'm trying to do this music.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden now, like people, it's a like tug of war in power of people bringing me into certain situations, then kind of trying to put down on me in certain situations, and I'm like, yo, I'm not on that. Now I'm getting into
too much politics.
Yeah.
You know, Whack 100 hit me up about that little baby stuff. Like as soon as it happened, Whack 100 was like in my DM telling me to call him. And he screwed it up in a way, like he was just so messy. Like to this day, I cannot stand Whack 100.
You see?
Like he's literally Whack 100.
And
Like
the crazy thing is, he's like
high ranking, and
blood,
you don't have to say
yeah,
nothing else
yeah.
because that was the first thing he led with, like on some
first shit.
So I'm a fucking girl. Don't put your hands on girls. Pay
Yeah.
me back and leave me the fuck alone.
That's
like
it.
it shouldn't even be that serious. So yeah, that's a whole
It
nother.
made me
Like I
not
don't even
want
want
to
to
do
get
music,
into it.
right?
Yeah.
It made me not. It made me that shit.
Look,
makes
I might
me,
think about it again, Vince.
bro.
Fuck them niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, yo, how the fuck we supposed to do this? We try to do it the right way.
Yeah.
You got talent in it, and then shit like this from lames. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and I'm not saying Lil Baby's a lame. I'm saying the way that he handled that is lame.
Absolutely.
And that makes you lame,
And
I guess.
I say that too, but and I'm gonna take that from you.
Yeah.
Because all I did was told you a story,
Right, right.
You're just saying that based off of a story. So
Right.
I don't think you have to even think the baby lame.
Right.
It's me. You're
Right.
lame as fuck you were lame as shit for that.
Right.
Cause I've seen you give hundreds of $1,000s away to random ass motherfuckers that did nothing. And not only that, but you literally took away the fun of what I was doing. You sucked that shit dry. But you know another thing? Karma came, ate his ass up. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
who's listening to Lil Baby right now?
Yeah, man. No, the new shit is not it right now for him.
And it's cool. Like, I actually like the new shit.
Yeah.
You know? But I think it's important to understand, like, just do right by God's children.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't messing with you realistically. And whatever he thought that I was coming to do, I wasn't. Like,
Right.
I'm one of those people that I would have deleted the majority of the video of us sitting behind a thing because I was so green at that time.
You just literally recording. Like, you doing
and
what you...
if I must say, I didn't want them to think that I was there for any other reason but recording. Like, I don't want y'all to think I'm grouped out. Like, bitch, I'm just doing my job, you know? So for y'all to turn around, do all that shit, and then everybody go on like it's straight, like, mentally that fucked me up. Like, I don't want to see a nigga coming and going. I don't want to see a nigga coming or going. Do you hear me? Do not put more than 4 of them in my sight. I don't want to see them coming or going most of the time. It got to be my niggas. It got to be my niggas. Because I don't trust it. Like, y'all so pussy for that. Like, I'm scared. Like, what?
Yeah.
So, very different visual, to say the least. And that shaped when I realized, like, everything that we working for... We working to get to these niggas? Oh, okay.
We gotta reach higher than that.
Yes, sir.
So now, what are you working for?
Good question. So now I've rekindled my flame of motivation, and really let me back up because I'm not motivated right now. I'm sticking to a plan. I realized a long time ago that you are not going to be motivated every day.
Right.
And there's going to be an important time where sticking to the plan comes into effect. Get up and do it every day, regardless of how you feel.
Yeah.
I have been blessed this last year and a half to be way more financially sound than I was before. And my only goal moving forward is to make sure not only to maintain that, but to multiply it and to make it make sense, right? I've realized that I don't know a lot about money. Financial literacy is important. And it's not about how much you make at this point. Right. It's about what you do with what you make.
Yep. How much you keep.
Yes. Learning a lot of those little ins and outs. You know, I'm in the 30s club. So you get to a point where you reflect over everything that you've gone through, everything that you've learned, and you say, how do I apply? Excuse me. Yep. You say, how do I apply to move forward? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So right now, my motivation and why I'm where I found the new breath of fresh air was really just like we discussed, like knowing that people have stories, right? So I have a lot of friends in the industry, good friends. Of course, y'all know Siri. but Russo is on my board. He's from like the Kodak Black camp originally. Joe Anthony's on my board,
Yeah.
which is Deb Anthony's brother, Waka Flocka's uncle, but he also works with Eardrummers Records.
Wow.
So just the resources and the connectivity that you get, aligning with certain people that have some of the same goals as you, right? I think that it's important to kind of display that outward, if that makes sense. So, like,
Right.
we are so many powerful people. Like, I know so many powerful people, and it's like if we had a platform, I don't see a platform that's edifying that, long story short.
Right.
So that's my goal right now, like to showcase how many powerful people are behind the scenes of making these types of things happen.
Yeah, of putting the people in power to be those
Exactly,
things.
because we see the artist, we see the rapper, and I'm not really trying to cry, my allergies are acting up, but we see the rapper and stuff, and we don't know how much went into that.
Yeah.
We see something we like, and we don't know the person that may have put that event together. We don't know the person that may have, like, y'all, it's so much sacrifice, and I'm literally not crying, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm not crying.
It's just your allergy.
I swear to God it's my allergies, but I'm going to just go ahead and let it out, and I'm going
Okay.
to say something emotional.
Okay. Go ahead.
We just don't understand how much work goes into this shit, this culture, hip-hop. Period, right? People lose their life. We just if you watch that documentary with 50 Cent that he just made concerning Diddy, and that's hip hop, bro. Like, we were wearing baggy clothes and we were singing "I'll Be Missing You" for decades upon decades until we realized that the nigga that's singing it ain't right? But that's all hip hop.
Right.
It's like we were. The style, like all of the things that go into just being black and like you said, expressing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want that to be shown from now on. Like, I don't want us to be restricted to me just having to interview Lil JJ on the block. I don't want us to be restricted to that.
Right.
I don't want us to be restricted to only me, y'all getting, or me delivering content that, like I said, somebody had to pay for. Nah, now I'm paying for these. What's up?
Right.
I'm paying for them. So I'm going to interview the people that I want to interview.
Right.
And it is going to make sense. It's going to tell a story. It's going to be real people conveying a message, but it all should tie back to the notion of hip hop. Like, whether you're a stylist, whether you're a publicist, whether you are a DJ, whether you are a producer, whether you are a manager, whether you are an A&R, everybody has a story to tell.
Amen.
You know? So, yeah.
Yo,
that's it right
that's
now.
Powerful. That's powerful. And
Thank you.
The crazy thing about it is that you kind of like, you hit it on the head when you said, like, we get brainwashed into singing these things and watching these things and then realizing, and this may be another thing, like, to be real with you, like, getting brainwashed again or brainwashed out of it that, hey, look, they not right, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel for the culture.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I feel for the culture because I feel like you wrong for promoting that and knowing about it.
So I don't. Can I say why?
Yeah, go ahead.
So a few things. First and foremost, and I think it's very important, the culture right now is so messed up because so many people are in it that shouldn't be. Benefit from it that shouldn't be. One thing about black people, we are resilient as fuck through the masses of eons, decades of years.
Yep.
We have been resilient. It's our culture. We'll probably start something called Ippity Op. And then y'all will be left in hip hop. Not you per se, but the people that's really not supposed to be a part of it will be left in hip hop.
Right.
Figuring out what to do next. And we'll be on an Ippity Op.
On the next.
Like, fuck y'all. This is our culture, and that shit don't stop. It don't change. It's literally always going to be a conveyance of where we are at that point.
Right.
Whether it was James Brown, whether it was Al Green, whether it was T.I.P., whether it was Lil Wayne, whether it was Jay-Z, whether it was Rapper's Delight, whether it was the Sugar Hill Gang. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's always going to be where we are at that time. And unfortunately, they'll never be able to steal that. And you see, I wish you could, like, you see how all the black folks went to country all of a sudden? Now bitches got boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost inevitable that we are always going to stay uplifted no matter what's going on.
Right.
Y'all could do whatever y'all want to. Y'all could do whatever y'all want to. Y'all could do whatever. They could do whatever they want to. They could poison the airwaves. We'll just turn the radio off and then start beating on drums, start dancing. You know, you could go to, it's not Somalia, but it's another one, Sudan. I think the Sudanese, they do like a really good dance that is like a little roll dance, but you could put it to any song and it almost like matches the beat and the tempo of any hip hop song. So I say that to say, like, it is a universal language.
Right.
And
it don't matter. The culture's
yeah.
gonna grow out of it. It's gonna grow into it. It's gonna grow out of it.
All the time. Diddy's reign is coming to an end because there's something that has to be grown out of real quick. And guess what? In the midst of everybody scrambling to figure out what's going on next, Black people will just be doing shit. And they will be like, that's what you do next.
Right. Find out what they doing.
Exactly. And that's literally how it has been. So when they say we have no culture,
yeah,
look at what a white person does next. Look at what a girl with a BBL that literally is like y'all. Come on, man. Like,
it's weird.
I can go all day because it's deeper than just a music, you know?
Right.
But the real thing is, I just feel like Black people prevail regardless. So, fuck what they doing with the culture.
Okay.
They not like us.
I love that. I love that because it's that the pride and, you know, I was gonna ask this, like, how do you feel about like the culture vultures? You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I don't feel the way.
No?
I used to. But you will realize real fast that hip hop is really a way to express, I wouldn't say poverty. It's a way to express so much.
Yeah.
So the culture vultures, they could do what they want to do. They could do what they need to do to feel relevant or whatever the case is. Because a lot of people try to call Drake a culture vulture. And I actually called him a culture vulture before they started. And then when I realized how many light-skinned niggas are out there, we might not need to do that. We cannot do that. We can't do that.
Right.
Because of the real problem here. So I don't want division to come as a result of saying who should have dibs on this. Obviously, it's Black. And no, we should not lead with Post Malone or Eminem. But other than that, like, let people be whoever the heck they need to be for the time being. Because it really is a good way of artistic expression.
1000%. Yeah, because I hate when I feel like it's a money grab.
I know this dude named BLP Kosher. He's a Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a money grab.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like, we need to see this.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining, you know? Like, grab your money, bro.
Flow goes like that.
It's entertaining. The dude that sing, that bounce that ass just like your friend do, the white belly gang Kush.
Yeah.
I actually low-key want to date him.
I heard he's Black, though.
He is not fucking Black. And if you sit here and lie to me again, we gonna cut it.
Are you serious?
I ain't asking you shit. I ain't never asked nobody
was he Black.
You talking about
Belly Gang Kush, the dude, the redhead dude, right? He be having the red
The white
beard.
nigga with the red hair, bro.
Bro, he might be Black. I promise you.
Play with somebody else,
bro. On the next segment, we gonna ask this because I definitely wanna fact check this because I saw a video. I saw a video.
Okay, then I'm white and my credit score is 856.
Stop it. Now the credit score ain't got nothing. The credit score ain't got nothing to do with the culture.
Identifier. Check his credit score. I bet you he white.
You and Cat Williams. Yo, when Cat Williams like, that is not my kid.
Look, where's this goddamn white baby from?
Oh shit! Yeah, Belly Gang Kush, man. I need you to why hip hop because she is saying that you.
But I would date him as a white guy. I would date him.
Would you date him as a Black man?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, you get what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying is because they would probably say, "Oh, he's a culture vulture." Yeah. But no, he's just doing his thing. You know, so that's really it.
Yeah. When we come back, I'm gonna ask you some more of those questions because I feel like it's dope. We gonna the idea of why hip hop, Youngest in the Yacht Club, and hip hop period, is like I feel like it's a good debate.
Absolutely.
So, because everybody got their views on this. So that, I feel like comment in the sections. Let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, y'all
you
let
know
us know. Am I right or wrong? Is
Yeah.
Belly Gang Kush white or black?
We're going to find out when we come back. We're back with Jazz from Why Hip Hop on
So
Youngest
he
in the Yacht
is
Club.
a little black. I'm sorry.
we found out, right?
Mm.
That Belly Gang Cushington
Okay.
is biracial.
I mean, the only way that I would think he black is if I seen that dick. If I see that dick,
Hey.
then maybe we can make some arrangements.
Okay.
But other than that, I'ma just go with he's a carrot top.
He's a
okay.
and you were saying that there was like a whole debate that like carrot.
Yeah, so they said, and I'm gonna look y'all in y'all eyes when I say this. They said that white people with red hair are of the black community. No.
I was about to say, like,
no, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's really true. I had one of my favorite teachers at one of the most ghetto schools. She had red hair. I forgot her name, but I remember. I was like, you know what? They might really be black for real. Because when I was younger, I really did chill with a lot of people, white people with red hair.
But okay, so I'm trying to figure this out right now. How does having red hair make you black?
Well, there's just something about already being alienated from the group of the masses that makes you black. I don't know how to put it. Everybody's black if they ain't white. You know how that goes.
I'm about to say Latinos.
Black.
I feel you on that. The thing that gets me a little bit on that is this, right? Mm-hmm. And this actually happened to me.
Okay.
I'm from Tampa.
Okay.
I graduated from high school, got a basketball scholarship, went to Iowa.
That's why I knew I was taller than you, because you used to play basketball.
Right? So I get to Iowa. Okay. I got braids in my hair.
Okay.
Right? Because I was Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, hip-hop culture,
yeah.
Right? Ball. All of a sudden, to all the people in Iowa at that time, I'm a black dude. Like, not even Latino.
Dang.
And if I was Latino, I had to be Mexican.
Oh, wow.
So there was a like little bit of like, because you from Florida, right? You from Tampa?
Well, I was born in Savannah, Georgia, but I grew up in Tampa, yeah.
So you were born, because we didn't get into that, right?
I know, right?
Right? So when did you move to Tampa?
I mean, when I was like 5.
5, 6?
Yeah,
okay.
5, 6.
So you know about the Latin community out here, at least.
Yeah, like I know a Mexican is different than a Cuban. That's different than a Dominican. That's different than a Puerto Rican. That's different than somebody from Spain.
Same way it's different from an African American or a person from Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, right? There's cultures that separate them.
Yeah, you ain't lying either. You ain't lying.
And here's the thing. Some people, like my dog Big O, he says they use that to give us, to cause a division between us. That's what he says, right? Because in all actuality, we're all black. We all some, you know what I'm saying?
So I'll say it like this. If you use it, so the same way they like, see, I think people handle racism too, y'all be taking it too serious. First and foremost, who gives a damn? Group them all together. They all white now, and now what?
Right.
Now they got that battle to fight. You know?
Right,
So I think that be my most important thing. Like, when this really doesn't exist outside of online.
Right,
like, these
legit.
conversations, like, nobody cares that I'm black going out. As long as I know how to compose myself. Now, do I think racism is not a factor? That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is be racist back. Like, if they're going to say all Chinese people look alike, make sure they know they all look alike.
Right.
If they're going to say all black people do this, make sure they know all white people like this.
Right.
You know, like, I think we take it so personally that we forget we can spew something back. Like, y'all know they got stuff we can talk about too, right? So I think this day and age of actually giving a damn what racist people, and I say that, right, because hell no. A Jamaican just ain't a African American, and they gonna let me know every day. I can't cook like them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And you should be proud of that culture.
Right.
And that's like repping your hood. That's like having an American flag. That's like having a blood or a Crip flag. Like, these are all synonymous just in different ways, and people tend to demonize each other in the way in which they choose to celebrate.
Right.
And I don't think that's fair. And I don't care no more. Like,
Right.
fuck that. Y'all got
Right.
me fucked up. Y'all can do that, and I'm gonna be over here. I remember we
Right.
went to Colombia, right? I call it the Battle of the Niggas, because they are black over there.
Yeah.
And they was trying to rob us. And I'm a nigga from Tampa. I know what
You
it's
was
like
in
to get robbed.
You was in Colombia.
The police was trying to rob
Yeah,
us.
it's crazy.
Now it's the battle of the niggas. Who could do the niggerish shit in this situation?
Yeah.
You got to get out of this. They
Yeah.
trying to rob you. You think you gonna be a bad person if you lie to them? They're trying to rob you.
Right.
Y'all have to out nigga each other right now. Somebody gotta do it. Shit.
Yo, you a trip.
So I think the more you realize that people are really the same, you stop worrying about division yourself. Like,
Right.
don't get me wrong. I know the difference between Jamaican and Haitian food.
For sure.
But other than that, yes, we are really all one and the same. And I don't know how to put it. Like, you'll be surprised how much we have in common.
Yeah.
You'll be so
I
surprised.
see it because, like, a lot of people in the Spanish culture will try to fry me for this, but there's such an African influence in the islands.
And can I say this?
Yeah.
Because I know they would try to fry you for this.
Yeah.
And I want to say this so y'all don't fry them. Like, simultaneously, it goes back and forth.
For
I think
sure.
we influence each other.
Yeah.
And we don't know. And I have to apologize for all African Americans on this behalf. I think when you're attacked so much, right?
Yeah.
For everything, you come back aggressively. So it looks like you ain't mean good. But I swear, we love Spanish culture. Like,
Yeah.
I am the number one supporter of my local taco truck. The number one. I got them to where they are today, baby.
Yeah, then
and
you
I
helped
pride
them.
myself.
You helped them.
I bought 1,000,000 tacos.
Hey.
It was me.
Yeah.
Onion, cilantro, green and red salsa. Green and red salsa. Every
Yeah.
time, every day.
Shout out to the taco truck.
Love authentic Mexican food.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's real because that is a Mexican. That's authentic Mexican, which is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, we all have our thing. It's just like
Yeah.
hip hop and reggaeton,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
urban Latin, the género latino, and then hip hop, right? You're starting to see more of a crossover.
Yeah, and I like it.
I love
low-key.
it. Yeah.
I even seen a crossover that was so weird to me the other day, right? Get this, Jamaican and British.
Yeah.
British. I was like, oh my gosh. But it was a British dude.
Yeah.
He was doing some Jamaican dances, and the Jamaicans are all in the comments, mad.
Yeah.
But the point is, it is a really, really nice crossover because it just shows creativity.
Collaboration.
Yes.
And that's that. I talked about it on a couple of podcasts about how people at the bottom compete and people at the top collaborate. You know what I'm saying? And so that's another reason why I actually wanted you on here, because I was popping my shit about that, and then I was like, yo, I could invite more podcasts hosts.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
We
to be
rarely
on
get
this show.
interviewed, right?
1,000%. We the ones doing all the interviews.
Look, matter of fact, I think I need to interview. I told you I need to interview you for the Why Hip Hop
Yeah.
thing, because at the end of the day, you're also a hip hop artist.
Right. Yeah.
I heard
Well,
your music.
and that's what I was saying. Like, as I was talking my shit, after I was talking my shit, then I realized, like, yo, bro, you could be better. If you really want this to happen,
Yeah.
you could be better at reaching out to the people as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Be
it's
the
like,
change,
Be the
huh?
change. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
don't just complain about it. Be part of don't complain about the problem. Be part of the solution.
And that's this year. I think that's what this is all about. And again, when I say I sat down for 2 years, I sat down for 2 years complaining.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't like
Fuck
how
these
this shit.
niggas.
Yeah.
I know.
Basically, and I was like, I don't like how this shit look.
Right.
And then I said, you gonna steady not like how it look, or you gonna do something different to
1,000.
give a new look. Even if I inspire somebody
Yeah.
to do something
Yeah.
that looks a little bit more aligned. Man, black people are smart as fuck.
Yeah.
We really are not just dance. We really are not just act a fool, just shoot up the club. We're so intelligent.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of shows that showcase that. And not just black people, right? It
Right.
really is the genre of hip hop,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Because, again, like you said, people that are not even black get looped in, and now you're just thrown in that box. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like, there's a lot of stories.
Yo, and you want to know what's wild to me, to be real with you, and I see it, it's guilty by association. And when I say guilty by association, but it's not that. It's you're associated with it, so now you're different, and now other people who aren't used to that, they are mad at those people, right? So that's why I say
I'm indifferent about that though.
But all right. So let's do this, right? Let's do this. I'm the only Chico on the basketball court.
I get what you're saying. I already get what you're saying.
I'm the only Chico on the basketball court, right?
Yeah.
So my people are looking at me like, fuck, you play basketball? You don't play baseball?
But not even that. You over there with them nickels.
Right. And then
yeah,
they over here like, hey, bruh, you like what you doing over here, right?
Yeah.
Until you do somebody up, until you start you prove yourself, until you knock a few people out because they try you, right?
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
This ain't about basketball.
No, but it ain't about basketball.
You're giving a real word.
Yeah, this is the same as the B Rabbit who is around the culture and now can rap, right? This is about the young graffiti artist who is living in the hood, and he's probably the only white dude in the hood because his mom's on assistance, right? It's the only person that's been around this situation.
But can I tell you something, right?
Yeah.
Just to add to that, right? Because I think a lot of people don't know this about black people too. So let me throw this out there. So, black people have been oppressed since
1,000%
we've
since the
been
beginning.
oppressed since the beginning.
By your own people.
Even by us, right? So when you get to the point where you've been oppressed for generations, it actually gets to the point of nothing but, one would say apathy, but I would say empathy. And it's really designing yourself to remove the feeling from a lot of the things, right? Like they say all the time, if black people really were mad, we would get revenge. But we ain't doing that, right?
Right.
So it turns into really realizing, because again, and I'm one of them, I'm so pro-black, Vince.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I am so pro-black. They be like, girl, you prejudiced. I be like, nah, it just makes sense when it makes sense.
Right.
And for those people that really did have to go through it, that makes sense. Eminem, I don't give a damn how pale he is. He is actually telling the truth. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
And he found a way to do it the way that it makes sense for his culture.
Right.
Whatever the case is, he's sitting there talking about Haley. And now I know to this day that he loved Haley. And he never wanted to go through the shit that he had to go through.
Right.
As far as drugs being introduced into the home and shit that you just can't control.
Right.
And that don't got shit to do with being black. They just try to associate it with it.
For sure.
But that really has more to do with pain, sorrow, and expressing something that made you feel comfortable, and you reach the masses while doing it, right? So if I could really tell anybody, and I don't give a fuck about the culture vulture shit. Fuck it. Go be white and rap. Do something, be conducive to the culture. Right. That's all I could really ask you to do. Obviously, I don't want the Molly Percocet songs anymore, right?
Right.
But the people that really do stand up, there are boys, there are white boys, there are Hispanic guys that grew up in that. We grew up with them.
Right.
How could they not have the right to say
what they need to do to express themselves?
Look, now they need to stop saying nigga, but other than that, than that,
6ix9ine is huge on that shit, bro.
I don't even pay attention to 6ix9ine no more because he just.
You know what's crazy is like I'm big on like not snitching, like the whole night, and I want to talk to you about that.
Are you?
Hell yeah, I went to prison for not snitching. So this is the thing, but I can't stop looking. It's wild because I can't stop, like Gunna, right? I can't stop. He make good music, right? 6ix9ine.
Well, nah, that's just an excuse. Music ain't that good. So what I say about this?
I personally, I'm not gonna lie. I have the rap
but
life
I ain't gonna
playlist.
lie, weekend for the
Yeah,
night,
that shit was fire.
So I say it like this, right? And I'm gonna keep it a bean and a bug. The snitching culture, I think, is long overdue for an upgrade. I don't think Gunna snitch, so that's not a good comparison for me. I think people also need to know what snitching is. I think snitching is when you do something with someone and then y'all both get caught and now you tell and that person has to do time for what y'all did together, right? And let's take it a little bit scope. If y'all get caught and then you start telling them other shit that the nigga did, like, I don't need all that.
You don't think Gunna did that?
No, for a few reasons. Cause I done heard a lot of snitching tapes. Look, I might be on one of them. I'm just kidding, but I've heard a lot of snitching tapes.
Right.
And there is a big difference in like blatantly like this nigga did it, and it's just like he tried his best to avoid that, like legitimately saying like this was the person that did it. Yeah, I knew they were a gang, but you know how we say gang at the ice cream shop as well?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yeah.
So I think there is a definitive line.
I think he snitched because he went up there as YSL gang.
I think Young Thug snitched.
And I do think that there was a young. I think that he was trying to play.
Snitch less than Young Thug. Like I think
so
there's a way.
This is the
to
part.
snitch if you are in that position. I think a lot of people talk about what they would do in that situation.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Does it even fucking matter anymore?
That is funny that you say that because I think it should. Y'all done spent so much time indoctrinating this shit into people's heads.
Yeah, but it's not there.
Motherfuckers done went to jail.
Yeah, but
and all of a sudden y'all 21 want to say fuck the streets. No, nigga. Not the same streets y'all made.
Right.
The same rules y'all made. Now that they apply to y'all, everybody need to just look over it. No, I definitely think it matters.
That's why.
Gunna didn't snitch though. I'm a down that hill because I heard Young Thug afterwards. What Gunna did was farted compared to Young Thug.
For sure, you good.
Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. You're not going to get away in this life without talking to the police if you're in that situation.
Right.
What you tell the police and what they're able to, look at me with my Mariah the Scientist. My ringtone is Mariah the Scientist.
You burning blue?
Burning blue. So I think it's important. What you tell the police is important. That's how I'm gonna leave it. Because there's some people that tell stuff and then it leads to nothing. Or we couldn't use that.
6ix9ine snitching.
I think he definitely snitched like a mother. He was dead wrong. Because the way he did it, he was with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
now they was wrong for what they did.
Right.
However, he was never built for that life.
For sure.
And that was the issue, period.
And I think, but see, this is the part that I believe that, but I believe that's the same thing with Gunna.
I do too.
He was not ever built for that, but
I do too.
Y'all built them up like that.
But he still didn't snitch as bad as the person that said they was built for it.
So this is what I'm saying, like, snitching is snitching.
Did you hear Young Thug's?
Snitching is snitching.
That was bad, though.
Snitching is snitching. I'm not gonna condone what he did.
Nah, because before Gunna said they were a gang, the only thing they could take from that is that he verified that they were a gang.
Right.
Which is something that now they could roll with for the RICO.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Somebody else had already did it.
Right. Right. So that's what I'm saying. You saw it happening, you took it so you can get out of jail. That was like your get out of jail free
And remember,
card.
let's go back to you're not even really in this shit.
But like I said, you guys built it up. And so it's the same to me it's the same thing as 6ix9ine.
It's all the same.
It's all yeah.
Really?
So with me, I don't condone. Look, snitching is snitching. Look, to me, if you go, I talked to my kids about this.
Okay, look, damn.
If you walk up to somebody,
okay,
somebody punch you in the face, and you run to the principal's office, you snitched. If you walk up to somebody, they punch you in the face, you hit them back, and then they take you in the principal's office, right? Whether you got your ass beat or not, and you told, you snitched.
Okay, you did just break that down.
If you walk up,
so basically, Gunna ran to the principal's office first.
Yeah, he got there. He got there second.
He got there second.
The other dude, yeah.
Yeah,
so
because he wasn't necessarily. It wasn't like you hit me back.
You told. And there's people like, oh, well, there's a difference in snitching and telling. There ain't no difference with me. So yeah, like you told, bro. So to me, that's it. Now look, you walk up to somebody, he punched you in the face, you beat his ass. He tells on you, that's snitching too.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep it a bean in the book.
Yeah.
Especially this day and age where real life is real life, right?
Yeah.
If I told my son, because I don't want my son to get suspended no more, and I don't want him to do life in prison.
Right.
If somebody hit you, go tell first so that it doesn't become an issue for you. We're telling them to do that for them. I don't want you to be suspended for 10 days because you thought you was going to be big man and fight them. So I think Gunna is like, like
So
you know
can
how
I
they
ask you a
have like a
question?
light version of an app?
Can I ask you a question?
He was like Snitch Light.
Can I ask you? LITE?
LITE.
Yo,
Yes.
here's my question to you.
Okay.
Your kid gets punched, doesn't fight back, tells the principal.
Well, first of all, I'm finna fight their mama.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But still, look.
And fuck whatever happens after that.
Well,
fuck a snitch. I'ma tell her.
So here's what
I
happened.
beat the bitch ass.
Here's what happened though, right? Mm-hmm. And then I noticed because I've seen this actually happen.
Absolutely.
So
especially with our kids.
Yeah, with our kids. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I had a conversation. Kid fights, doesn't fight. He gets beat up. Instead of fighting and defending himself, runs to the office, tells. Mm-hmm. Kid gets suspended for 10 days. He gets suspended for 5 days, regardless, because he got into an altercation, right?
I mean, I do tell my son to just fight just in case.
You have to, because look what happens. He doesn't fight. He gets suspended. When he comes back, now the kids are looking at him and calling him snitch and making it uncomfortable. Now, guess what happens? He has to transfer schools.
Fuck that. Transfer your school and go over there and have a good life, son. Because here's the real gag. And this is where we're getting into 2026, where bitches is too grown to be upholding some damn values that are not conducive to the well-being of the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
We want to not snitch on Lil Javante that just shot a nigga and pushed him out the car on the interstate. That shit. Javante need to go sit and think with itself.
For sure.
Bitches need to be making money.
For sure.
Bitches need to be taking care of families.
For sure.
Bitches need to be taking care of real business.
But I got.
And I think that's where Gunna coming from.
I have a problem though.
What's the problem?
I can't have my son be a bitch.
You are funny.
That bitches do that.
So you think Gunna's a bitch?
Yeah, I do. But he makes good music. He makes good music. Damn. So I can't respect him, right? I ain't
you
gonna
probably want to respect him to do a crime with him.
Yeah,
but
for
other
sure.
Than that,
Yeah,
he's
he
not
makes good
trying to
music.
do that. And I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of people from the hood try to bring people into their do or die
when
trying.
you say in your lyrics, never tell them that's all my dad, brother. Like when you say that,
you ain't lying about that,
right? When you say that I hold you to that. Now I just know for sure that you just. It's the same shit.
I'm sorry. My son keep calling me, right?
Yeah.
I told him before I left, if you wash these dishes, I'll give you $5.
Yeah.
Where you want to know? You want to know where I hid the $5?
Where?
Underneath the dishes. So now he calling me, blowing me up. No fucking way you done made it.
Yeah.
Because you would
would've
know.
Seen the dishes.
You would have had those $5.
What if they're at the disposal?
Nah. I put it on the side because he had some dishes on the side, so I put
he
it in a dish.
He didn't do it. He didn't wash them all the way. That's some lazy ass shit.
Exactly.
I be on that. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to teach my kids back to that because I know we're running out of time and I want them to rock with you and find out. But
yes, sir.
I just want you to know that I'm not trying to not raise a bunch of men who are not snitches.
But I get what you're saying, though.
I need some men to defend themselves, get some respect, right? Yeah. So that's the part that I want you to know is like,
yes, sir.
I feel like in this world that we're in, where it's
our
hard,
culture,
in our culture to navigate demasculinization, like, so that's the part. But Jazz, like, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me, Vince. I actually didn't know it would be this fun.
Yeah, it was.
So I
knew we was gonna have a time. Right? Where can the people find you? Find the show?
Absolutely. So please go follow me on Instagram at WhyHipHop. That's WhyHipHop. And then on YouTube, WhyHipHop Interviews. So just at WhyHipHop Interviews. That's WhyHipHop. And then TikTok is WhyHipHopJazz. And yeah, you guys, I do promo also for businesses and stuff. If you're a small business and you're trying to get off the ground, I like to do that. I just want to shout out real quick Gold Mine Jewelers. Hey. They made this necklace with the emerald cuts in the background, y'all. You got a gold, a silver placement, and this blue is glow in the dark. I just wanted to shout them out because I definitely appreciate
That shit's
that.
fire. That's the logo, right?
Yes, sir. That's the logo. So,
I need
why
that.
hip hop on all platforms and Gold Mine Jewelers, tap in with them, y'all, and
Hey.
tap in with Vince, y'all.
Youngest in the Yacht Club. I am
Yes,
Vince
sir.
Serrano. I appreciate you guys. Definitely make sure y'all tap in. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, and that notification button. So when you get people like
Hey.
Jazz
Yes.
from Y Hip Hop, you guys will be notified.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again, Jazz, for being on the show.
Thank you.
Always
Vince.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Always.